Alright guys, so here we are looking at my iPhone screen. I have an iPhone X and I downloaded the Camera Plus 2 app. It costs $4.99 and is very compatible with iPhones. So I'm clicking on there and this is currently what I've got going on. You want to go into the menu and that's down here on the bottom right hand corner, and you want to go into advanced controls under camera settings, click on that and hit Kelvin. So it should be at presets when you first download it, but if you hit Kelvin it's going to let you you know, be more particular about your white balance settings. And I don't have a proper setup right now. This is just in my room with lights that are far away. You can kind of see what's happening over here. So it's still on auto. I want to change that to manual. And then down here in white balance, you can really change how it balances the white, basically. Now again, this is not an ideal setup for my lighting, so it's really just not going to be perfect, but I just wanted to show you guys how the settings on the app kind of worked. So that's a great way to balance your white tone, and this will change the focus. You can still hit certain parts and it'll focus on that area and kind of push things into the background. If you keep it on auto, it will kind of white balance for you, and you can also change the exposure. Now, if you like a particular tone, you can lock the white balance. Right now, I've locked the focus. You can move the exposure bubble around. Lock the exposure. Oops. Lock the focus. Snap my photo. It's going to go into this bottom icon with the little daisy. And click on that, and it'll take you to all the photos that you've taken. And go to your most recent, hit edit. Oops. My phone's kind of lagging, guys, sorry. And there are a bunch of filters that you can put onto it, or you can go straight to the lab. I can rotate my image if I need to. I can crop it. Freeform if you want to do any particular size. And then, you know, you've got your regular crops. Back to the lab, you can straighten things. All of this you can do on your iPhone app as well, in the photo app, but the white balancing is really nice for this particular app, and it can really help control things to the point where you hopefully don't have to go in and edit much or maybe at all. So with this particular background, which is a nice walnut wood and gold jewelry, the temperature for me, I kind of like it on the warmer side. If I oversaturate, it gets really yucky, and undersaturated just looks like a black and white photo. But if you've got kind of a yellowy toned photo, you can use the temperature setting and bring some blues back into it. I'm okay with it being a little on the, yellowy golden side for this particular photo. So um, I like it being a bit warmer. And then there's some other kind of filters that you can add to it. I think a lot of these are unnecessary for our particular application, but it's a great app just to use for filtering in general. So also do brightness, which is really nice. Again, if you've got a lot of yellowy tones in your background. So I'm going to hit that check mark so it saves everything, and then hit done. I can take that and then I can hit that little save button, and it'll save it into my photos on my phone. Otherwise it's going to stay in this light box area. So here we are back in our Camera Plus 2 app, and I've got my little pair of scissors on a white backdrop, just paper, but it has definitely a yellowish tone to it. I want it on a square setting. So I've got this all set up in my menus. I've gone to my advanced controls, and the preset is now on Kelvin. Let me go back to the camera, and I want to go into my setting here and get the color of the white right. So that looks good to me. This is going to lock it in place. So once I stop, if I were to hit auto, it would auto correct the white balance for me, but I want it to be manual. So once I start fiddling around with it, it'll come off of auto and it'll stay, which is great. And the same thing goes for the focus. Right now it's on auto, so I can push forward, move back, and it'll automatically focus for me. But if I wanted focus it myself, then that's something that I can do. I'm okay with it being on auto right now. Double check on that white balance. There we go. In the exposure bubble you can move around as well to make brighter or darker. You can also put up the shutter speed. I'm going to leave that at auto as well. So from here we can take a nice picture. And go into a little flower, edit, and I would like a little bit more exposure. to really give it a crisp background. And I'm pretty happy with that. Done. I'm going to export it and save it into my photos. And all done.